Hi guys, it's me, Brandy with Be Vintage Design and Decor, and I did a little thrift with me today. So I wanted to kind of just show you what I got. I didn't get a lot, but I did get a few things from the thrift before that I also put in the footage, and I will show you that as well. But today was a better haul, I guess, because I went to a thrift store. I went to Goodwill, and then my friend went to a thrift store and she picked me up some stuff, so I will show you what she got. But all I got at Goodwill, there's a guy over there looking at me talking to myself in the car. I got this mirror, and it looks old. I'm trying to not get the reflection in it, but it actually, and look at the back of it, it looks really old, but it actually has a sticker on the bottom. And it doesn't say, oh, it is. It was originally from Pottery Barn for $39. $39 at Pottery Barn. It's an awesome mirror. It looks really old. Then I also picked up this cutting board. It just says Cooking Club of America on the back. And then it was $2.99. And I'm going to turn it into a riser. So it's gonna get painted up and turned into a riser. This was my honey hole Goodwill too. Whoops, that I went to. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of room. Then I got this for $2.99. It is a reproduction Coca-Cola sign, but I thought it was really cool. This is gonna go in my booth. It's just Coca-Cola through the ages, their bottles. And it has like the fake kind of rust around the edges and fake scratches and everything. But I thought that was really cool. Then I just picked up like 2 black sweaters. But this is what I wanted to show you. This was $4.99. It was on the top shelf, so it's not even in my footage because I turned off the camera and then I looked up and I was like, oh my God. And I jumped up there so fast to grab this, but look at this. It is a copper, I think it's jardiniere, something like that. I'm totally mispronouncing it. Look at the patina inside of it, and then look at the handles on it too. Isn't that crazy? For $4.99, for $4.99, you guys, oh my gosh. And look at the feet. It is in mint condition, like mint, old crusty mint condition. And I looked them up. They go for like over $100 online, but I kind of want to keep it. I'm torn. Should I keep it or should I sell it? Resellers' worst thing is that you want to keep everything. But this is super cool. Like this is not an easy find. So that's what I found at Goodwill. And then my friend went to our local thrift store called Good Neighbor. They never have these when I go there. And never, ever, ever do they have these when I go there. And the one time I don't go with her, they have these. She got me 6 different jewelry bags. This one was $4.99. This one was $3.99. So I'm gonna do a video of all these, like an unboxing video. $2.99. It looks like it's got some good stuff in there too. $2.99, $2.99, and usually they have good jewelry there too. This one was $4.99. And there's tons of tags in here, so what I think was the jewelry that didn't sell or something, they just stuck in these grab bags. But this place usually has good vintage jewelry. And it's in kind of a well-to-do neighborhood, so they usually get good costume jewelry donated. But yeah, they used to have really good prices, and they didn't really look as closely as they do now. They have a new manager, so she kind of, I think, looks a little closely, and I think she is hip to the reselling thing, so things have gone up significantly in there, but they're still really good priced. But that was just an exciting little haul that I got. I will insert though footage from another Goodwill trip that I did, but I wasn't real happy with the way that I filmed it, so I apologize if it's a little scattery. It was really busy where I was, so I only filmed in like the areas where there wasn't people. Now today's footage, when I got this stuff, the Goodwill there wasn't really anybody in there, so I got some better footage, but I'll insert the other footage before, because I am going to do a thrift flip on some of the stuff that I got. So anyways, I will do a jewelry unboxing for these goodie bags that I got, and then I'll do the thrift flip on some of the other stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and I hope you enjoy. See you in the next one. Okay guys, little disclaimer. I don't know why I filmed with my phone in this particular direction, because I completely forgot that the video footage does this funny thing. So I apologize for the smaller screen. I will try better next time to make sure I don't have that smaller screen. But I skipped the clothing this time and went directly back to the back of the store to look at all the home goods stuff, because if I get wrapped up in the clothing, I'm there for a long time. This I was looking at to store some of my jewelry in. I meant to go back to it and grab it, and I completely forgot, which I wish I would have gone back and gotten it. Usually this Goodwill is pretty packed full of stuff, but their shelves were a little bit bare. Am I the only one that loves Visionware? I still use it. My mom used it for years and still does, and I just love it. I about cried when my husband broke one of the pieces. And I hate it when I look back and I see something on the shelves that I should have grabbed. This candlestick was really nice and very heavy, but it was so caked on with wax. Like, I debated it, but I just didn't feel like cleaning all that off. And I'm sure somebody else didn't either, and that's why they donated it. I know it's not hard to do, I just didn't feel like dealing with it. Usually they have a lot more tchotchkes, but today they were pretty picked over. This was cute, but it was like a little candle, like tea light holder. Now this, I have actually sold one of these before, but the glass came out so I could paint the base. And the way I painted it before, I loved it. And this one, I'm sitting here trying to get I was trying to get the base from the glass, and the glass would not come out on this one. It was like somebody super glued it in there, so I just left it behind because I couldn't paint it up. Over here, there's like a lot of clear glass dishes. Those little dogs on the bottom have been there forever. They're all chipped up. They're so cute, but so chipped up. I liked that little recipe box, but then this caught my eye, and I thought this would be a cute little jewelry holder. I think honestly it was a soap dish, but I thought it would be a really cute jewelry holder, but I passed on it. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to take the chance that somebody might think it's a soap dish. That I liked, but it was a little pricey for me to flip it. They don't really sell for a lot in my booth. Over here, this is typically where their seasonal stuff is. They didn't have really any stuff out for spring. Still had Christmas stuff out. And then down here, they had some a couple little wooden pieces. I liked that breadboard, but it was just a little too banged up. And I did end up getting this cutting board. The color of the day was yellow. Nothing I got was yellow. It's one of the few Goodwills in our area that still does the colors with the discounts. Even in the same county, other Goodwills aren't doing that, and I don't know why some are and some aren't. This had a good seal on it and everything, but that that black iron part or metal part was actually like inlaid into it, so I would have had to fill holes and all sorts of stuff, and I'm looking for easy projects right now. I have too many hard ones to deal with right now. This was really nice. There was no mark or anything on the bottom, and it was pretty dirty on the inside, so I passed on it. This I did end up getting, and I didn't show it in the haul. I just grabbed it because it's great for Q-tips in the bathroom, so I kept it for personal use. This was really neat. It was a gourd. It still had the seeds and everything in it. Obviously, it was really well painted, but the theme that it was painted with, it was like a farm scene, but not a cute farm scene, if that makes sense. It was a little too primitive for me. I did end up getting this for my booth. I kind of wondered if it would go anywhere in my house, but I think it was $1.99, so I thought, I'll put it in my booth. It's cute. It was probably just a Hobby Lobby piece. I looked at their coffee mugs. At this particular location, their coffee mugs are actually, I was looking at the maker's mark on that teacup, but I passed on it because I still have teacups in my booth. But these caught my eye. These were really pretty little coffee mugs, but there was only 2 of them. But still, it was good that there was 2 of them. But they're buy one, get one free. Those, if they would have been 99 cents, I know it sounds stupid, but if they would have been 99 cents, I would have gotten them. But they were $1.99 a piece, so I passed. I know that sounds silly, but I don't know. Usually they're only 99 cents there. I did take a look at the shoes. I don't really resell shoes anymore. It's just something I don't know a whole ton about, and I just don't like all the extra storage that comes along with shoes. But I always look at them just to see if there's anything special in any of the shoe racks. But at this particular one, I didn't really see anything. I was kind of just looking at boots to see if anything was worthwhile. These were nice. They were buttery soft leather, but and they had very minimal wear, but they were a 6.5, and that would be a hard sell. If they would have had a heel, I probably would have picked them up for my daughter, but she doesn't want any flat boots. Here's what I got in my cart, and that's pretty much what I leave this particular Goodwill with. This is the case where they used to have all the jewelry jars, and now they have nothing but junk really in there. They don't really even have any like special breakable or anything like that up in there. This is actually Savers, and it was hard to film in Savers because it was really crowded in there. So I apologize. I just kind of went through Savers quickly and had to film kind of around people. I really was looking at that set and I kind of wanted it. I kept going back to it, but typically I plant succulents in those and sell them in my booth. But I kind of just don't feel like planting anything right now, so I passed on those. I still have a few of them at home too. But look at how, their shelves were really empty compared to how they usually are. The clear glass, I took a look at. These are, I believe they were Dorothy Thorpe. I don't know. They were in pretty good condition though, and there was like a full set of them, so it was questionable, but they wanted over $3 a piece for them, so I passed on that. Down this aisle was just like all the plastic stuff, coffee cups and plastic coffee travel mugs and everything. I did look at this Spice of Life container, but it was pretty dirty, and yeah, it was just plastic too, I think. So nothing special. This was nice. I almost grabbed it, and then I flipped it over, and it was really scratched up on the other side. So I just passed because I didn't feel like doing a sanding project. I'm being a lot more particular nowadays as to what I grab. I used to just fill up my cart and say I'll, get to this project this day, but now it's to the point where I just don't have any place to store stuff, and my booth is still pretty full. These I liked, but they were very pretty, but they were really lightweight, like they weren't a really good quality. I love how they just stuck everything that's pink over there, like a hairdryer. Anything so it looked Valentine's-y. And now I'm just going back to the back where the furniture is. I just wasn't feeling the Savers today, but I did, you can see in my cart, I did get these like artichoke decor pieces that I'm going to paint up. So I am going to do a thrift flip on those. They did have a cute, like, couple little cabinets that were cute. And that rocking chair was nice, but I still have 2 rocking chairs I need to paint up. One of them is actually mine that I have to paint up. And I went to go down this aisle, but this lady left her cart right down the middle of the aisle, so I couldn't really get past her. This is a really cool old radio. And there was nothing down that aisle anyways. I don't know why I didn't grab those laundry baskets though. Those are cute. I don't even think I noticed them because I was noticing that she was blocking the whole aisle. They didn't really have any nice lamps. They did have one that I loved up top there, but when you look at it closely, there was a big crack right at the base. Yeah, right down there. And yeah, there would have been no fixing that one. It probably would have just cracked again. It went across the whole base. I'm surprised they kept it actually. And then here I was just headed towards the purses. Now this is a different Goodwill. This one I actually did really good at. I got quite a few pieces. Here I'm looking at all the wood stuff. I liked this, but it was over $3 for this napkin holder, and for me to paint it up and do everything I had to do to it to make it resellable, I wouldn't have made much on it, so I just put it back. Those don't sell for much. They probably sell for $6 to $8 in my booth. I kept wanting to go down this one particular aisle, and there was a lady down there who was just down there forever, so I had to keep going around to the different aisles so that I wasn't filming her. But they had quite a few, these little egg coddle were nice, but because they had a nice spring scene on them. But I still have some in my booth that are blue onion that haven't even sold, so I put them back. Those canisters in my cart, I forgot to show them. And those candlesticks, I actually recently flipped. I'll insert a picture at the end. The canisters were from IKEA, and I love them. They were blue and white enamel, and I don't know why I didn't film me taking them off the shelf, but they were really cute. I already have them in my booth, but I will try and get a picture of them in my booth. This was really pretty. All this whole set they had over here was really, really pretty, but China just doesn't sell for me. But these little Capodimonte wannabes, they were really pretty, and they were in great condition. But they sit for a while in the booth, so I passed on those. I liked this dish though. This was really pretty. It was great for rings or jewelry. Look at how empty. Those are all seasonal shelving. They did have a little teeny bit of Easter, and they had a lot of these little bunnies, so I did end up picking up 2 of these little bunnies. Here I'm just kind of looking at all their expressions. They all look the same, but they all had like a different kind of look to them. Some of them looked a little like they were glaring into your soul. So I was kind of going through them to look for the ones that were cuter. And I completely missed the thing behind it. Like I probably would have picked up that little decor set because it's cute. These three were probably the best looking, and then I ended up taking two. And I just resell those in my booth for, I think they were marked $2.50, and I end up selling them for $5 in my booth. But yeah, they really didn't have a lot for Easter this particular day, or spring. And I have a obsession with flipping candlesticks. Here I'm looking one more time just to see if I see anything else. And I completely missed one on the shelf that I now see that I should have probably grabbed, but this was the area that lady wouldn't leave for a while. This was really cute. I should have grabbed him. I debated it. I sat there and tried to pull that bow off and see what it would have done. And I know I would have had to patch him up where that thing, it was like connected in a lot of spaces. But it was weird because it looked like it would be ceramic or resin, the bow. But it was like cloth, but like a hard cloth, like almost like a decoupage cloth. And then this was a cute little goose, but he had something jiggling around inside him. This almost looked like it could have been, it was a nice art glass piece. It looked like maybe it could have been Murano, but I wasn't sure. And it was just a little dish, so I put it back. And then these hens, the milk glass hens sitting on the nests, I looked at those first thing when I came in before I started filming, and they were really pricey. The big one they wanted over $20 for. I think it was like $24.99, and then the other one they wanted like $15 for. This little chick, this mercury glass chick, I picked him up. He was over $3, but I figured he would look cute in the booth for spring. I think I only put $5 on him in my booth, $5 or $6, because I figured if he doesn't sell, I like him. I'll put him in my house. But he'd be really cute on a tiered tray. I did skim through their artwork here, but I didn't really see anything that jumped out at me. They did have a lot of nice stuff, but it was a little pricey.